is up, everybody, and welcome to the very special Turbo Grafx edition of Retro Game Haul. We are doing it all turbo. 100% turbo.
You're not going to get anything else.
No.
It's all
Turbo Grafx, man. This is the dedicated episode.
This man hit the mother load.
I think I did. I mean, like, if you look at the table in front of us, it looks like we, like, robbed a couple of, like, retro game stores of, like, a lot of shit.
Yeah, there had to be a couple, because nobody has this much stuff.
No, not that much stuff. That would be ridiculous. So, I've been wanting to do this for actually quite a while. Pretty much, it's been rolling around in my head ever since we did the Bomberman episode. I was like, you know, what if I did a TurboGrafx-centric episode?
But who thinks they're going to run into that much TurboGrafx stuff?
I honestly didn't think that I would. It just... Things
just kind of prove yourself wrong.
I guess I kind of did, man. I kind of been swinging for the fences lately on picking up TurboGrafx stuff. I'm just kind of hard, just charging hard to try and complete this collection. I know I've still got a long way to go, but this has been kind of rolling around for a couple of weeks. Like, I was going to do this a couple weeks ago, and then I found some more TurboGrafx stuff, and I was going to do it last week, and I found some more TurboGrafx stuff.
And now it's just its own thing.
Yeah, now it's like, well,
beast.
I have to stop somewhere, right? It's like, well, if I keep going, then we're never going to do this episode.
Never going to get the episode done.
No, so I just figured now's as good a time as any. We've definitely got enough to keep you guys entertained on this one, I hope. This is basically my love letter to all you turbo collectors out there. So, Johnny Millennium, the Happy Console Gamer, Metal Jesus Rocks, Alpha Megasin, all the guys who worship the fucking TG the same way I do. This is for you guys, man. And for any of you out there who are kind of new to the TurboGrafx, for example, like Tommy, this is kind of like his education.
Yeah.
I'm bringing him up to speed.
Get to school.
On this shit. Yeah, dude. And you're doing it with, like, an OG TurboGrafx guy. OG TG. That's how I freaking roll. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, man. We got a lot of stuff to get through, man. We got some definite AAA shit to throw at you guys. It's all turbo. And without any further ado, Arnold, kick us off.
It's turbo time.
So first off, we've actually got a brand new-ish in the box sealed game. I say ish because it's got kind of a little dongle
that's
hanging
not
out there.
I mean, it's still brand new.
It's still new. Like, it's never been open, man. The rest of the H seams are good. It's got an unpunched hang tab. Not sure if you can see that. So this baby is pretty much farm fresh here. Sim Earth, obviously, entering the Sim City series. It's on the Super CD-ROM 2, so it's like the next evolution of the CD-ROM system. I was never a huge fan of Sim City, personally, man. I always like Sim Earth a little bit better.
I liked all the little different things better than Sim City.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like...
In Sim Earth, I mean, you're so much more in depth.
Yeah, because you got a whole fucking planet you can mess up.
And you can definitely fuck up the entire planet.
Yeah, I mean, like, who wants to break an entire city when you can screw up the whole damn Earth? That's way more awesome. My megalomania just,
You have to love this.
Oh yeah, because it's Hudson Soft. Yeah, even though they didn't actually make the game, they're just the publisher. But almost every game you see on the TurboGrafx will have the B logo on it because it's their baby. So Sim Earth, man. I guess we can't play it because it's new.
We'll figure it out somehow.
We'll figure it out. Next up, we've got Jordan Mechner's PC, and I think it was Apple too. Apple, yeah, I think it was, and Commodore 64 and stuff.
It's definitely older.
Yeah, this wasn't designed for consoles, really. So we got Prince of Persia. And from judging by the screenshots that we got on the back here, this looks like a pretty faithful port.
Yeah,
it's pretty spot on. So, that's really cool that the TurboGrafx, like I've said many times, it was the first console to actually utilize a CD-ROM. This is pretty much when computers were actually first starting to get CD-ROMs incorporated in them. Like, the whole multimedia tower thing was just kind of getting its feet. And NEC, who built the TurboGrafx, also built computers. So I guess that's kind of, they got their foot in the door, like, well, what if we put this in a console?
Which explains a lot of PC titles.
Oh, absolutely, and why they call it the PC Engine over in Japan. It's only the TurboGrafx here in America. So
none of those people look like Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, they don't. Thank God. These actually do look like actual Arabic people. Not us Americans trying to be Arab, which is not good. So... actually, I don't think I've ever played through Prince of Persia before.
I've played some of the beginning.
Have you?
It's a fun game.
I mean, I've played the more action-oriented stuff in the Xbox generation, but I don't think I've rocked the original very much, so...
We'll definitely have to put that one in then.
Yeah, why not, dude? I like puzzle games like this, so... Fuck. It'll be okay, I think.
Maybe.
Next up, we got Final Zone 2, and I don't remember Final Zone 1.
Me
I
neither.
don't think there is one on the TurboGrafx. At least I've never seen it.
Although I will have to admit, while I was sitting here, I did do a little bit of research on that one.
And tell me about it, because I don't know
It's
anything.
actually a top-down, like, running gun.
Awesome.
I mean,
How many players?
it didn't actually say. I couldn't find that much information on it, honestly. I mean, it obviously must be a little bit,
It's got to have co-op with that many people.
you would think.
At least 2 players, because I'd be pissed
I would.
if they lied to us. Well, top-down running gun,
Yeah,
dude,
something we'll have to put in. Yeah.
I'm in. I think I do know that this has like anime cutscenes and stuff
Oh,
in
yeah,
it. I think
definitely.
I've seen things like that. Not that that's that unusual on a TurboGrafx CD
No.
game. Very Japanese style games, but this sounds like this is going to be right up my alley, man. I love me some running guns.
Who
So
doesn't? See, you can't think of it.
if they don't, they can get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Because that's not how we roll in that freaking RGL, baby. Nope. Next, we actually have a game called Shadow of the Beast that, again, I don't know much about, but that looks like Altered Beast.
Looks like Altered Beast.
It really does. Like, maybe without all the changing and stuff, but kind
It's
of
got
like
that same style of side-scrolling action.
and like beating people up and stuff and shooting projectiles. And Tommy, I noticed one thing on this that kind of stuck out. There's a misspelling right there. I'll cut this on the screen so you guys can see it. It says, until one day you discover an Aurul. A-W-R-U-L. I assume that means awful. Secret.
Wonder if that's going to be as rare as like the Final Fantasy misprint. Then.
I don't know. Maybe
Who
they're,
knows
maybe
how
they're
many
all
ti-
like this.
It could be. It's definitely worth looking into.
I mean, TurboGrafx stuff by definition is low print run, so they might all be like this.
could be single printing.
It could be. I don't know. If any of you guys out there know anything about this, by all means, leave us a comment and let us know.
It'd be interesting to find out if
That's-
somebody has
that's
one
weird.
without it.
They didn't check it very well back then. So next we've got JB Harold Murder Club. I don't know a lot about this, guys, but we do a little bit of homework on it. It seems like it's kind of an old school PC point and click,
Yeah, with like a big map.
where you go like through the town, basically like question, witnesses, and I guess try and figure out, who the murderer is.
And one of the cooler parts is definitely that it actually has voice acting.
Yes, it does have voice acting, and really creepy kind of text in the beginning that honestly looked kind of
Yeah.
strange. It's just kind of mystifying, but I actually like those old school PC point and click adventures, man. I was a big fan of Phantasmagoria, the series. I love The Seventh Guest, things like that. So this looks like this might actually be right up my alley, and it'd kind of be a blast from the past to get to sit down and play one of these sometime. So here we actually have a bit of a rarity.
Yeah.
I'm not big on these when it comes to video game collecting, Tommy. Nothing against them. It's just
It's not really cool on a lot of the newer stuff. It's not.
no, I'm a bit of a purist, I guess, as far as homebrews. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are okay, but I guess I just like the legit stuff. So we have Meteor Blaster DX, which
I think is available as freeware.
it probably is.
But you can actually, it's like the separation is the DX. Like the freeware version is just Meteor Blaster.
Yes, because the regular version probably doesn't have these handy bonus games right here.
No.
Would you like to hear about them?
Sure.
Okay. It says it has Implode Caravan version,
Ah,
whatever the fuck that means,
Caravan.
and Loop. I don't know.
Just loop.
But as far as the gameplay is concerned, this is basically like the TurboGrafx Asteroids.
Yeah, it actually doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks okay.
I'm
Like,
gonna admit the art of the characters looks kind of rough, but
yeah, I mean, it's a homebrew game. What do you want, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you really love Asteroids, I guess this is going to be your thing. But for me, it was $15.
yeah.
That's it. So next up, we've got Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective Volume 2. I actually already have Volume 1, which is a fairly common CD game. That was one of the larger print runs that they did.
I'm gonna guess the second one's not so much.
Yeah, the second one's a little bit more expensive. First one you can get for the high teens. This one you're closing in on $30. So this one, full motion video, much like the Sega CD video games, Night Trap and pretty much any Sega CD game, honestly. So you've got actual have live actors, acting out the parts, playing Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, and you basically have to solve the case, questioning witnesses and stuff like that.
But what about this side here?
Oh, you had to point that out, didn't you? Okay. Well, this is an example, ladies and gentlemen, of what you don't do when it comes to eBay. You don't not read all of the details, because you might miss something that's very important that directly affects the value of things. Not so much as feeling ripped off on this one as I got a really good price on it, but this definitely hurts the value on this. As you can see, that is not the original case at all. It's just a makeshift
normal
label.
CD case.
It's annoying as shit. I mean, it's at the end of the day, guys. I mean, yeah, does it suck that it's not in the original case, and does it totally freaking hurt your shelfie skills? Yes, but
You still get the game.
you have the game, and I even have the instruction manual. So you know what? the game itself should be the most important part because
It always is.
I mean, we're here to play games,
Yeah.
right? We're not just here to have them look pretty on the shelves, although that is kind of nice, isn't it?
It does look
No,
beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie. Doing a shelfie is like the shit. It just makes my day. But at the end of the day, man, this couch is here for a reason. Not just to do this show on YouTube, but to sit down and play fucking video games. That's what we do. So, not just collectors, but avid gamers as well. So, the way I see these things, man, hey, it's trade bait, basically. When I find myself a legit copy of this in the original case,
Now I can go to a new home.
exactly, I can trade it to another TurboGrafx collector who can collect it and enjoy it, and then they pass along to the next person.
Yep.
It's all good, man. I'm
Circle
always
of gaming life.
absolutely. I'm always happy to help a burgeoning TurboGrafx collector get their start. So, hey, at least we get to play it. And in that same package, we've got another one that just kills my shelfie fucking feng shui.
That looks fun.
It does look fun. This is an adventure RPG game called Theron's Quest Dungeon Master, which I can't tell you much about other than the dude on the front looks really ripped and he's got a scimitar and I guess that's a wizard and I guess that's a thief. I don't know.
For some reason that sounds familiar. I don't know why. The name Theron.
Theron?
Yeah.
You mean like Gears of War? The Theron guards?
No, I don't play. We've already gone over this.
Oh yeah, he doesn't play.
I haven't played it.
He's a bad Gears of War
To
player.
be fair, he hasn't played it with me.
We will at some point. But I'm just guessing by the cover here. I apologize. I haven't done the homework on this. That it's some type of dungeon crawler.
It looks fun though. I mean,
The art's selling me, but I mean, think about how the art sells you on the cover of NES games, and some of them are actually nothing like that.
Flash chiller.
They can be deceiving. Like
Chiller.
That's probably the prime example. So, but dude, you know what? Whatever. It was a really great price on these. Got these in a package deal, and it could actually be awesome. There's not really that many stinkers on the TurboGrafx, especially in the CD department. There's the ratio of like good games or at least decent games to shitty games is way in the favor of decent games. So, hey, it's an adventure, man. We're gonna throw it in the Turbo Duo and just see what happens. So Tommy, let me ask you a question. You get out there and you look for games and stuff, and, you know, even in retro gaming specialty stores, how often do you see a boxed TurboGrafx game?
Never.
Yeah, unless you come over here, I guess.
Well, yes.
I have a few, but I don't see them much either, and I'm looking for them. Like, even in the online auction market, it's pretty rare. Like, not a lot of people kept those boxes.
And most of the time you're talking astronomical prices too.
Yeah, boxing, like putting a box together with a TurboGrafx game definitely escalates the price tremendously. But when I can actually get a boxed TurboGrafx game, I definitely jump on it as long as the price is reasonable. So this one we have here is actually, I guess you could say, a box upgrade for me, because I previously only had just the manual and the Hue card, but this has the case, the box, the manual, everything.
Wrapped, so.
It is still kind of wrapped.
And the tab.
And an unpunched hang tab right there.
Pretty impressive. I mean, for what it is, I mean, that's amazing.
I think it's great. I mean, I've never played Bravo Man before, but it looks kind of like a zany, like Mega Man-y.
Inspector Gadgety.
Yeah, like very Inspector Gadgety.
Yeah.
Because these dudes like stretching stuff like Mr. Fantastic, and he turns into a submarine, and I don't know. This looks bizarre. Awesome. And there's 22 stages. Holy shit.
Damn.
Different weapons for land and water stages and directional punches and kicks.
Kicking Mega Man's ass.
And he's doing he's fighting some weird ninjas. I don't know. And an octopus.
Ninja mages.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking bizarre. But you know what? TG's full of weird stuff like this, man. So it's just one of those things.
Doesn't make it bad, just makes it awesome.
It just makes it awesome. Like, it's an adventure every time you discover something new. I really don't get that a lot with NES and Super NES. Like, this is really it for me as far as... Because there were so many things that were on this system that weren't anywhere else.
No.
Where you just throw it in and you're like, okay, what the fuck are we going to do today?
I haven't seen any of these before. Basically.
You won't pretty much ever. So, Bravo Man. It could be a Bravo or it could be terrible. And next, we actually have another box upgrade for me, as I do have this one complete in the case, but got a really great deal on this with the game inside of it and the box, sort of, until some asshole cut out the UPC code. But you know what, that's okay, because it looks great from the side, and that's all that matters, right? So, Dungeon Explorer.
This looks great.
This looks amazing. I've never played this before.
The box is definitely selling me on this game.
It is. I mean, it's like a Zelda Final Fantasy Gauntlet kind of hybrid, where you have up to 5 players.
Which is amazing.
With the Turbo Tap. That's badass.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, man. This is just doing it for me as far as my adventure is.
Show them that. I mean, that looks exactly like it's gonna...
I'll cut it in so you guys can see the back of the box right now. I mean, Tell me that doesn't look like a little bit of Zelda, a little Final Fantasy, and a little bit of Gauntlet. Like, a little bit of each kind of sprinkled into the mix.
It's great.
That's 3 freaking awesome franchises.
This is one of the ones I'm most excited to play, honestly.
Dude, we're totally going to rock this. And this we can play like right now, because it's a turbo chip. So, yeah. Dude, we're going to play it. You want to go play it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.